Hi, I'm David Strehlow. I'm the president of Omni Enterprise Solutions. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever gone to a doctor's office and had the doctor lug in a huge laptop computer and set it on the desk and then start to take notes while he's examining you? Well, I've had that happen to me, and I always wonder what happens if he loses the data. What happens if his computer suddenly develops a virus? What happens if something goes wrong with his computer? And besides that, there's this kind of impersonal interaction that I'm receiving from the doctor because he's not looking at me, he's not interacting with me anymore. He's got a heavy laptop computer in front of him. Well, EHR, Electronic Health Records by Omni, we eliminate the heavy-duty laptop. We make it possible for the doctor to interact with the patient on a more personal level because he's there with an iPad instead of with a heavy laptop. He can refer to his iPad and take notes quite easily and interact with the patient on a much more personal level that way. But the same issues arise. What happens if the doctor loses his server connection and is no longer storing data from his iPad onto the server? And in the case of Omni EHR, what happens is nothing, everything's fine because all the data is still being stored on the iPad. So in the case of Omni EHR, there's always data being stored on the iPad even when the server connection is down. And when the server connection is up again, then the data gets shuttled back up to the server automatically. There's nothing that the doctor has to worry about. And in fact, if the doctor's in an office with another doctor in another room or a receptionist in the front office and they're all communicating, maybe the receptionist has a new appointment that just walked in and she entered that appointment on her iPad, and the doctor's in the back room and he wants to know what's on the agenda for the rest of the afternoon. Well, he can look on his iPad and see that the appointment was entered, but let's say the network was down in the meanwhile and the receptionist entered the appointment but it didn't go up to the server connection. Well, the server was down, so it wasn't saved on the server, but it was still saved on the receptionist's iPad. So the information is always there. Now the network connection comes back on again, and the new appointment is shuttled up to the server and communicated to all the other iPads in the office immediately. And so now all the doctors that are in the back rooms, they know what's on their agenda for the rest of the afternoon because whatever was saved on the iPad got squirted back up to the server and got squirted back down to the other iPads. So everybody has a connection. Once it's reestablished, everybody has all the information again.